What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mark Howard, and you know what we do. We talk Cowboys here. That's what we do. It's February. It's getting close to Valentine's Day. Hope you and your loved ones spend some time doing something fun. But check it out. What we could talk about here in the offseason. How's the Cowboys done so far this early part of the offseason? The season's over. Season's over. Congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks and their fans for winning the Super Bowl. DeMarcus Lawrence. It's funny when you talk about that with DeMarcus Lawrence because you can read some things into the statement that he made once he went to Seattle. I'm going to talk about that. He said Dallas was his home, his family's there. That's where he's going to live. That's where he's going to stay. But he knows he's not going to win the Super Bowl in Dallas. Many take that as such a bad dig. Fans said stuff back to him. Even fans tried to say you wasn't going to do nothing in Seattle. Oops. Micah Parsons, who's no longer with us, had something to say. And then he got called out by DeMarcus Lawrence about always podcasting, more focused on podcasting than playing, basically. I don't think that he was that deeply trying to take a hell of a dig. I think he knew that, hey, he's not going to play for the Cowboys anymore. At least part of it, a good part of it. Not going to play for the Cowboys anymore because I know I'm not going to win a Super Bowl in Dallas because I'm in Seattle. And this is pretty much where he's going to finish his career. He's had a long time with us in Dallas. Did well. I'm happy for him. I wish he would have won this Super Bowl with us, but I can wish in one hand and take a crap in the other and see what get filled first. That's one of my favorite sayings I go by. So congratulations to DeMarcus Lawrence. He didn't call that he was going to win the Super Bowl. He just said he just called where he was never going to win the Super Bowl. And there's a whole bunch of other teams he can say that about. And, don't get butthurt. But, we have a right. We can be butthurt because we haven't been there in a while. We haven't done the things that we should do. We have underachieved. As a team, as an organization, we have under-freaking achieved. So that's what it's been. Now, with that in mind, I like this. I like talking about the offseason. I like what we've done. I'm intrigued. I can't go and say, oh, we done it, because I don't know. And it's sad in some sense because I'm happy about what I don't know. Didn't know much about Brian Schottenheimer, but I was happy about that. Younger, fresher, unknown, going through the typical guy like a Mike McCarthy. And Schottenheimer showed to be a good coach, and especially just overall, did well offensively, better offensively, I felt, than what we were getting out of McCarthy. But just the way he ran his team as a head coach and still running his team. That's the unknown of knowing that, hey, we got somebody that we know what they're about. We know how their get down is. And Mike McCarthy won a Super Bowl. We can't be mad at it. I'm not here to dig on Mike McCarthy. I'm not going to be Vach Lombardi. Shout out to Vach Lombardi. Love your work. But you come with a younger, fresher mind that sees and understands there's something different. There's something more to be done. Watch to see if Mike McCarthy, who's now the Pittsburgh Steelers coach, watch to see if he hasn't changed himself a little bit after seeing what Schottenheimer was able to do. But Christian Parker now is the defensive coordinator. Because they did go old and typical with Matt Eberflus as the D coordinator. And that was a mistake. So now he's going young, fresh, unknown. Again, I like him. I like his hires. His hires are not of a tree of people that he knows, or people that he has any loyalty to or has loyalty to him. These are guys, young, hungry guys that he knows of and knows and respects what they do. So he has evaluated them for hire on a fair basis with the blessing of Brian Schottenheimer and the Joneses. Now you're looking at some people that They got to keep a job. They're not in a buddy system. They're not in a buddy system. They got to earn their buddyship, if that's a word. So I say good because I don't know. He's a young, fresh mind coming from a successful defensive coordinating system and grown up in the game righteously, as has Schottenheimer, and getting an opportunity. That's the way to go. I wouldn't be surprised if we would love for us to do so well that Parker is now a hot candidate for a head coaching job. That's how that goes. Now, moving forward, as we get into the draft, which is a long ways away, draft, free agency, that's always going to be hot. I'm anticipating that we'll be aggressive, and that means we get free agent. Don't get me wrong. I think we may be aggressive in getting a more marquee level free agent. I would like to get either Max Crosby on that DN or Myles Garrett. I think we have some young talent that could play DN, especially in Donovan Ezaraku, that could benefit from a DN that's going to garner double teams. Defense is going to be going towards them. I just like a veteran at that situation. Unless there is just a bona fide young Myles Garrett in the draft, there's a lot of talent at DN. I don't know if there's any next Myles Garretts, next Micah Parsons, next Reggie Whites out there. I know money-wise, but they said this cap is going to go up pretty high, so I think we have room to make moves. Also, Caleb Downs, a safety. Don't know if he'll be available. I think he'd almost be worth a trade up. I consider a trade up if we can do that to get Caleb Downs. That's what I'd like to see. I don't know. It doesn't have to be. Football is like that, but yeah, that's what I want. That's my wish list, but that's way off. More evaluations I look at, I follow, I listen to, understand some of the players, and I'll watch some of the players, top candidates, and seeing within that 1 to 25 range what looks good for us to get. We have the 12th and the 20th pick. So we'll see. This is going to be very interesting. Last thing I'm going to get into is going to be a little off topic of the Cowboys, but it's going to be about football since football season officially ended. And we had the Super Bowl. Again, congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks. We're at a time now where the Super Bowl half show had more viewership than the Super Bowl. Now, don't get me wrong, the Super Bowl itself had plenty of viewership to hold its own. And so much has been made about having Bad Bunny. And I've seen his performance. I've seen a bit of it. I'm going to watch it again on YouTube, but I'm about football. I'm not watching Super Bowl to watch who's the Super Bowl halftime show. I could care less. Even when Michael Jackson was halftime guest, and that's my favorite artist of all time. I loved it, enjoyed watching it. But I ain't watched the Super Bowl because of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson never performed in the Super Bowl. I was never going to be upset about it. Never was going to be upset about Janet Jackson, although we saw her. Anyway, that's Janet. Then you have a lot of other performers. Beyonce. I did like what Kendrick Lamar did. I like what Dr. Dre did. That was fun. That was good. It was good entertainment. I'm an entertainer. I'm in the entertainment business. But I'm a sports guy too, and I grew up loving football. So I'm about the gridiron. I'm about the griminess, about football. Could care less about the halftime show. And Living Color made the NFL say, we got to do something better than this. We got to make people watch our Super Bowl show. Watch our halftime. So there you have it. Now, all this hoopla and hatred on Bad Bunny, so what? All you racists out there, and a lot of them are, to hell with you. If you're upset about it, eat it. And I will tell people, pay attention to what's really going on and not trip about the distractions. The NFL owners are largely Republican and have been supporters of this MAGA administration. So if they were really all that far up in arms about it, believe me, the NFL owners would have capitulated to their requests, to their demands, to their ire. They don't care. They're making money. Okay? And that's what it's all about for them. They're making money. And you guys talk about it getting the hubbub. So let's get back to the part of football. Hey, a lot of people enjoyed the performance. Good for that. Great. I enjoyed the football game. I thought it was good. It was well played. People can get into where they don't like it if it's not close. And I like football. I thought it was good football played. The defense was really good. Got a young quarterback learn. So, hey, that's it for me, guys. Please hit subscribe, hit like. We appreciate all of you guys who are part of the We Talk Cowboys here podcast show, whatever you want to call it. We got more content coming, and you guys have a good, wonderful day. Thank you.